you'll have little to no resistance from clients when it comes to charging a higher price. How to impress your client. Firstly, do what you say you are going to do, and do it on time. There can be a tendency to overpromise and underdeliver, and it's easy to get wound up in the hype on the day or in the moment and make a promise that's unrealistic or that you can't necessarily keep time-wise. So firstly, be realistic about things. Now if you can't be on time, if something changes, you get held up, or things just don't unfold like you think they're going to, let people know. It's nowhere near as bad as just stringing people along and making them wait without keeping them informed. And you've probably heard people say this before. It's not so bad that they were late or that they made me wait, it's just that they didn't let me know. Most people are very forgiving if you keep them informed and let them know. How to really impress your client, and you should well and truly know this one by now, be their expert. I cannot begin to explain to you how important it is that the client or the potential client sees you as an expert, as their local expert, or as their go-to guy or go-to person. Again, think about this from your own experiences. When it comes to spending a reasonably large sum of money on something, or when it comes to something really important, are you going to see a medical specialist? You definitely want to go and see an expert in that field. Also, as I've already mentioned, when you become the expert or the specialist, you get to charge more. And this is great because it means you're starting to leverage your time. You're getting a better result for the same amount or less input. And for you to increase your income, it's really important that you learn how to leverage yourself. If you aren't leveraged, then you're not reaching anywhere near your potential. Keeping your client well informed is definitely part of being the client's expert. It's definitely part of great customer service. You see, one of the reasons you're in business is to get referrals. The reason you want referrals is because it's low cost marketing. Your very happy customers do the marketing for you because they tell other people about you and how great you are and how great your company is. Now, if you only provide good customer service, they're not going to go and tell too many people, if any people at all, because people expect good customer service. Good customer service is the minimum required or the minimum expected level of service. Think about it for yourself. When you've been out to a restaurant or to a cafe or wherever it is, you don't come out and start raving to friends and family because you had good customer service. Hey, guess what? I had acceptable or good customer service. It just doesn't happen. It has to be great or exceptional customer service before you start telling people about it. And it doesn't matter what business you are in, that is a common denominator. Well, that is a common principle across all industries or business. Now, this is all assuming, of course, that you're still providing a great product. Whether the product's plans, or whether the product's landscapes, or whether it's both. You still have to know your salt, but on top of that, you have to provide great or exceptional customer service. Of course, along with fantastic added value. Talk about that as we go. Stay in contact with your client. After the fact. So keep them well informed during the process and stay in contact with your people once you are finished. Be different. It's all too easy to be like everybody else. And we all like to think we're different. We all like to think we have a better product or better service or whatever it may be. But have you really got better product? Have you really got better service? You really need to stand out in the crowd. See, the human eye and the human brain is trained to spot the difference very quickly. If this image represents all the landscapers in your town, you want to stand out from the crowd. You want to stand out from the crowd for all the right reasons, of course. But be different. How can you be different? Start running a consultation like we've been talking about. I'm telling my friends and my family, and for that matter colleagues, about my landscaper. I'm telling everyone about mine. Me too, and me, yeah, me too, and me. Now again, think about your own experiences as a customer. You've got to be really impressed before you start telling people about the experience. So, good news, in other words, travels relatively slowly, whereas bad news, on the other hand, is lightning quick. Now, if you need proof the bad news travels lightning quick, pick up this afternoon or tomorrow morning's newspaper. It is full of bad news, as will the 6 o'clock news on the TV this evening, as is every update on the news on TV, as is the late news, the breakfast show news, every other news you can lay your hands on. Bad news travels quickly. When someone receives bad service or bad product or both, they almost see it as their duty to warn friends, family, colleagues against going there. When the customer receives great or exceptional service, product, or both, again it almost seems like their duty to then direct friends, family, colleagues to that business, because they love the experience they've just had with that business or with that business owner or with that landscaper or whatever it may be. And this is when it becomes super important that you are consistent, that you consistently offer the great service, or the exceptional service and product. Because when somebody recommends you to their friends, family, colleagues, it's important that you deliver the same level of great or exceptional service and or product, because their expectation will be high, and because expectation is the mother of disappointment, you need to then make sure that you are very consistent and always in fact be striving to improve your service and your product to your clients. How to build an irresistible offer.